Hey, my name is Darren and I'm going to show you how to change the transmission oil on a BT50 or a Ford Ranger. First thing we need to do is pull the plug out so we can suck a bit of oil out of the sump. You can see up here on the side of the transmission there is a 19mm cap style nut, and you undo that and that's where your little dipstick level thing is, and as you can see the oil's a horrible colour on this one. So I've got my oil sucker and I've put it in there and I'm now sucking the oil. You don't have to do it this way, you can just take the pan off, but you can see the colour of that oil coming out of there. This car's done 110,000 kilometres. It's towed a horse float everywhere it's been, and the transmission is a bit ordinary in changing gears now. I'm going to take the pan off as well. I'm just using this so it doesn't make such a mess when I take the pan off. I'll remove the pan now. So I've got the pan off now. You can see how black and horribly coloured this oil is. I'll just pop that filter out of there and see what's sitting on the bottom of this thing. It is kind of disgusting. Put this down for a second. There's not a lot of stuff stuck to the magnet, but it's just badly in need of an oil change and flush. Now I've made up this pipe to help flush the transmission oil out, and using the old spigot that was attached to the top of this filter, the old filter. I've hacked it off, put it on this bit of clear pipe, made up this lid. I'm using Penrite oil, specially designed for this transmission. Just look up the specifications, fully synthetic. A Mercon V rated Dextron 6 oil. And I've just filled a clean container with this oil. And we'll just put that down there. Now I'm going to plug this in where the filter went. It's going to suck this clean oil in through the transmission, and the remainder is going to come out and just go into the big pan that I've got under here. So let's give it a go. I've got this all hooked up here and plugged up into there, and I've got a big drain tray that's going to catch all the drippings. Now I'll just get the car started up. Start the car, Mel. Sucking that clean oil in. We're going to waste 5 litres to pump through the converter. It'll make a bit of a mess, but we're going to get a good flush on this transmission. Okay, car off. You could do that a couple times if you want, but 5 litres should be enough. Now put a new filter in when you replace it. Clean your pan and your magnets. Gasket is reusable on these transmissions. It has a rubber seal around it, so you can just clean that up and reuse that. It's now time to refit the pan. We've put the pan all back on. It's time to fill the transmission. I've already filled this one. Using a 20 litre pump makes life very, very easy. Now, the correct level for this is a printout from the workshop manual. The correct level is right where that little line is in the arrow there. So the transmission needs to be at 80 degrees Celsius. So you need to go for a good run up the road and get the transmission up to operating temperature. And then you come back and put it through park, neutral, drive, reverse, and back into park. And use your little dipsticker with the engine running to get the oil at the correct level. It's about where my finger is there. So you just dip it. With the engine running. I've got the engine off just for purposes. So with the engine off it'll be way over full, but with the engine running that'll come down to the correct level at 80 degrees Celsius, which is operating temperature. Hope this helps, and happy travelling. So we've just been for a drive. The transmission's shifting a whole heap better than it was, nice and smooth to drive now. So I recommend that you do this oil flush about every 50,000 Ks.
Who was that?
My mum.